Blue Spectacles Reviews, and I am here with a side-by-side. Now, this is not a taste challenge in the way that I used to do sometimes, and Ontario has done and still does. This is more of a side-by-side to figure out which one wins. There's a guy who I look at and who I look at his posts and I talk to him on Facebook, who does little, I guess, side-by-sides and then figure out which one wins of beers of the same style. And I want to do more of that in these beer reviews and like do extra little side-by-sides as opposed to doing a taste challenge. Not that those weren't fun. I just think it might be a good idea to try and see which one wins, I guess. So I've just done revisitings of Killian's Irish Red and Smithwicks Irish Red. This one is an American-made Irish Red Ale, owned by Coors. This one is an Irish-made, imported, made by Diageo. Now, before the review of the Killians that I just did, for the past five years, I've had it in my mind that Smithwicks is better. That's what I had in my mind. But the whole review of the whole revisit of the Killians kind of made me think that maybe either the Killians I had was bad or maybe I was wrong. So either way, we're going to take a look at the appearances, then the smells, and then the tastes, and then the mouthfeels. So let's first start with the Irish-made Smithwicks. So before, both of these did have about a finger and a half of like a creamy white head. So looking at it now, it's clear, has some bubbles going upward. It seems to be darker than the Killians. The Killians, see how the Killians is darker. Again, this one is little to no bubbles going upward. Seems more. I mean, there's like a few every second or so, but it seems less active than the Smithwicks. And again, this is like a lighter color than the Smithwicks. And so with the aroma of the Smithwicks, now I'm somewhat sick, so the smells might not work very well for me, but we'll see. So there's a bit of a maltiness, there's a shade of hops, and there's that red ale tannicness to it. Now both of these have the same things to them, but they're both just a little bit different. Each is just a bit different. Smells very nice, though, I would say. This is the rest of the Killians. The Killians, however, has more of a bready maltiness to it, but also has the shade of hops and the red ale tannicness to it, as does the Smithwicks. However, the Smithwicks doesn't have the same bready maltiness as that one does, as the Killians does. So let's go ahead and take a sip of the Smithwicks for sure. So from what I've read, I mean, I think Killians used to be owned by an Irish company. I think it was owned by someone else. It was probably owned by a Killians group, or someone who owned it that was more of an Irish heritage. I think I don't know where Coors is from. It's so corporate now. I don't even know now. But I think Killians used to be from something like that. Diageo is also very corporate. So I mean, but there's still an Irish heritage to it. There's still an Irish thing to it. Whereas wherever Coors came from, the wherever it came from seems to be sort of gone now. This is a solid red ale. The tannicness seems to be higher in this one than in the Killians, which makes me think that's why when when I talk to the regular person about a red ale, they think Killians because it's more. I guess I don't want to say accessible to them, but it is more, what they would get instead of the Irish-born Smithwicks. Um, there's just something about this one that is just really appealing and awesome to me, but I'm not sure what. It's just like it's the dryness or whatever, but I'll get to that in a sec. Now the Killians. Now this one, like I said, has less on the tea-like tannicness to it, and it has a breadier malt quality to it. Whereas the Smithwick doesn't really have a breadiness to it. It has a maltiness to it, but not really a breadiness to it as this does. Either way, Killian's is very good. I mean, I'm gonna get to which one I like better. I think, um, especially as to what's more true to the real Irish red ale style. I think. Um, but this is a fantastic beer, and I think I was probably there was I don't know why. I mean, I disliked Killian's so much, but I did for whatever dumb reason. But Killian's is very good. Um, Mouthfeel. Smithwick's is dry. It's light, as these things are going to be. Um, hmm. it's I mean both of these, as they are Irish red ales, are very drinkable, very crushable even. However, this one just has more of a dry quality to it. This one isn't nearly as dry. Has the same lightness to it. Has the same, drinkability and crushability even. Um, both of them, in my opinion, are a most excellent beers. They are both very good, very excellent beers. Um, in terms of which is the better Irish red ale, I think Smithwick's wins personally. I think this one is what wins, and my reason being um, is that my reason being is just that this has more of that tannic quality. It seems more like an Irish red ale to me. It seems more true to the Irish red ale style to me. And there's just everything about it I just love. I mean, there's Killian's is also a fantastic beer. There's just some things that don't quite, that just aren't necessarily as much of what I want in the Irish Red Ale. If I was going for an Irish Red Ale, it'd be this any day. So just my opinion. But both of them are fantastic beers. A beers. I think Smithwicks personally is A to A plus. But if I'm being conservative, it's still an A. Let me know your thoughts on the Killians and the Smithwicks. Both are Irish red ales. And thank you very much for watching.